Merry Christmas everyone. My name's Barbara Richardson from the Roseacre Awareness Group in Lancashire. I hope everyone's having some quality time with the family and a break from all the ups and downs we've experienced over the past year. Christmas tends to be a time for reflection and also a time for looking forward to the year ahead. So looking back, what's been going on here at Roseacre, it's probably 2 years now, nearly 2 years, that we've been faced with a threat to fracking in our small peaceful community here in the heart of rural Fylde. We first heard about the plans to frack in Roseacre in February 2014 after we got letters through our letterbox from Quadrilla. Basically, they submitted planning applications to Lancashire County Council in June 2014 to frack up to 4 exploratory wells here at Roseacre and another 4 exploratory wells for shale gas at another site in Preston New Road, just a few kilometres away. All in all, the council received over 30,000 objections for each of the sites, which was totally unprecedented. I want to put the record straight before we start. I want people to realise that, we're not scaremongers here, we're not NIMBYs, we're not colonels, we're not crusties, we're not fractories. We're just normal human beings, just normal ordinary residents who are really concerned about the threats of fracking and the impacts it would have on our community. You may be affected soon with the recent licences going out across the UK, and you may be in our shoes too. We basically listened to many experts on both for and against. We've listened to the industry, we've listened to Quadrilla, we've listened to the government, but we're still not convinced that fracking is safe. We think it's a dirty, dangerous fossil fuel industry which has no place here or anywhere in the UK. We've not been taken in by the government or the industry's rhetoric. They've got millions of pounds to spend on this and many more millions of pounds to gain, and they're doing everything they can to sell it to the general public. But the most insane fact that people should know about fracking is that the extraction process consumes more energy than the actual energy gained from the shale gas itself. They're getting desperate, and I expect even more drastic measures in the new year. I think they'll try to discredit us and try to shut our voices down. We spent a long time looking into this, and so did Lancashire County Council, and after 12 months the Development Control Committee met in June of last year and decided to turn down both applications, both here and at Roseacre and also at Preston New Road. This was after months of hard work, campaigning, researching, lobbying and presenting detailed evidence to the council, both from local people and from people across the UK. Lancashire County Council heard evidence from experts in noise, in traffic, in landscape, in planning regulations, seismology, public health, economy, human rights and many other things. And yet they still determined that they would turn down the applications. I think it's a testament to Lancashire County Council for standing up for local democracy and for actually refusing, having the courage of the convictions to refuse. This was a huge victory and was celebrated by us, not just here in the UK, but by people worldwide. It warmed our hearts to have such fantastic support, and to us it proved that local democracy actually does work. However, imagine our dismay when just 1 month later Quadrilla decided to appeal against the decisions of Lancashire County Council, basically flying in the face of all of the residents, of the Borough Council, of the County Council and of all of the local residents. What's going to happen now is those appeals are going to be heard by a planning inspector in February next year at Blackpool, starting on the 9th of February. Quadrilla want LCC's decision to be overturned, whilst we are working hard to make sure that it isn't overturned. We're having to work very long hours, we're all very tired, we're having to spend a lot of money just to present a robust case to make sure that the decision is upheld. We want people to know that the impacts are just unacceptable and that fracking should not go ahead. If we fail here in Lancashire, then the door to fracking will be open for the whole of the UK. It was even more disconcerting on 26th of November when the Secretary of State for Local Government and Communities has decided to call in the appeals. That means that he will make the decision, or Westminster will now make the decision on fracking in Lancashire. The government seems to be hell-bent on pushing this dirty, dangerous fossil fuel industry onto its citizens. Only just this week, Lancashire County Council actually passed a motion, so the Chief Executive will be writing to the Prime Minister and the Secretary of State saying that they should not be involved in any decision making in Lancashire. Local decisions should be made locally by those who understand the issues and not forced on us by Westminster. We know that fracking is not good for the environment, for people's health and well-being, or for climate change. We believe the government should be supporting green energy, green and renewable forms of energy with long-term sustainable jobs, and also investing money in energy efficiency programs. Instead, they seem to be doing all they can to spend millions on promoting an unconventional oil and gas industry. They don't seem to be listening to the people, they don't seem to be listening to the experts, they don't seem to be listening to countries who are already experiencing this damaging industry. Ostriches sticking their head in the sand comes to mind. So back to Roseacre, what does it mean? What's next year going to bring? Well, lots more hard work, a public inquiry, a decision by the Secretary of State. I expect lots more planning applications across the UK. I expect growing opposition and hopefully pressure from the European Union to make sure that the UK sticks to its climate change targets. But all's not lost. We're going to continue to fight, and we're going to fight to the bitter end. And basically we call upon everybody out there to come and support us and help us fight. Together we know we can beat this. People power does work, and I believe people power is the answer. If we all stand up together, unite and fight it, then I believe that we can defeat fracking in the UK. I want to wish everybody a peaceful, very happy Christmas and a peaceful New Year. But more importantly, come the new year, let's stand up and make our voices heard. All the best for now. From Roseacre, Barbara.